Hi, welcome to Success Factors. I'm your host, Brenda Siri, and I am joined today by an absolute rock star. I have Audrey Harrison with me, and she is the co-founder and CEO of Audrey's Popcorn. And get this, she is only 12 years old. Welcome to the show, Audrey. It
Hello.
is so nice to have you here today.
I'm happy to be here today.
Awesome. So most kids are spending their summer out of school, going out on vacations, playing video games, and here you are. You're the successful CEO of this amazing popcorn company. So how old were you when you started the company, and where'd you get the idea to do it and market this business?
Well, I started when I was only 5 years old, and I just wanted a business. I was literally just driving in the car, and I told my dad, I want a business. He was like, okay, let's do it. So I'll just make it in my kitchen and sell door to door in my neighborhood. And that's really just how I started. Very simple when I was just 5.
Okay. I have a granddaughter that's 5 years old, and she would not be thinking about starting a business. So this must have been just something that's in your personality, because what makes you think about starting a business at 5 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, I see you've got the popcorn with you. Tell me how many flavors you have.
I have 3 flavors, but we will have 4 at the airport. I'll have caramel, kettle corn, and cheese, but then at the airport, I'll do the caramel and cheese mixed together, which will make our mix-up, since that's a
Yes.
really popular flavor as well.
It is. It's kind of that sweet
Yeah,
and salty thing. I love that.
because it's
That's great.
easy to do with the
Easy.
airport.
Nice. So, when did you know that you had really created something special?
Oh, probably when we really started focusing on our branding, because, we started off small and we were like, okay, this is just a small little thing. We got our little brown plastic, or not plastic, like, I don't even know, like, little bags,
Okay.
not branded or anything, a stupid little logo and stuff. And that was just, we were just like, okay, let's just make the popcorn itself. But then, probably in like 2023, once we had gotten the factory down, and because we partnered with the factory in 2022, and we were starting to look more at our branding. And by the time in 2024, we got our bags together where they just go choo, choo, choo at the factory and get printed like that. And it was really just more of focusing on the brand than the product itself.
Wow. So, how did you take the business from popcorn you were making at home to actually getting it into stores?
Well, really, it was out of coincidence how we got into the airport. We were just selling on Main Street Grapevine, um, I think early 2025, when a lady from the airport named Sabrina came by and she said, you need to come to our outreach meeting. And we're like, we don't know what this is, but we'll go. It's in like a month. And it was after school was over, so we were like, whatever. So we went and we were like, Sabrina, who do we talk to? We know nobody here. And she said, okay, go over here and we're going to talk to the Hudson and Paradise people. We don't travel a crazy amount, maybe once a year, so we don't know what these are at all. So we're like, oh, okay, cool. So we go over and talk to them, and they're like, okay, look, we're the biggest Hudson, and Paradise is the second biggest. We're the biggest airport convenience store in America. And we're like, what, really? So I give them a little pitch, and they're like, okay, you're getting into our stores. And then a
Wow.
few months later, we got into the airport, and we got into a few convenience stores around here as well, and we just keep expanding.
That's amazing. Um, I have a friend who I encouraged to get some of your popcorn recently
Hmm.
at one of our local airports, and it was sold out. So you're doing a great job,
Aw.
Audrey. That's amazing. So speaking of stores, I know that you recently pitched your products to the biggest store of all, Walmart. And we're going to show a clip here of your practice pitch to Walmart, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about it.
Hi, I'm Audrey. I sell the world's best gourmet popcorn. We're a modern classic. I started at just 5 years old, making it in my kitchen and selling door to door. I didn't have a business plan or anything, just the desire to make people happy. Here's some photos of us selling it. Set up a little table. We sold it on downtown Roanoke, Texas and Grapevine, Texas. I even saved up my money to get a tent, and we even got this little store at Painted Tree, which is like a big store with a bunch of little stores inside of it. Then in 2022, when I was 7, I partnered with Factory, and they are awesome. We even know the people that make the equipment for the popcorn factory as well. Last year in 2025, I got into the 3 largest airport convenience stores, Hudson, Parody's, and W.H. Smith, and we got prime placement in all of those. And the reason that I was even to get into Parody's is because Mr. Parody's reached out to me. And we're the #1 selling popcorn at the airport, and we're the #1 selling food out of everything else. Everything there when we go up and promote, including Cheez-Its, M&Ms, even Frito-Lay as well.
Well, that's amazing. What an experience for you. Were you scared?
I was, but this one was more of a give advice. The real one is in October in Bentonville, Arkansas, where it determines if we get in the store or not. So that's really the more scary kind that I can't wait to go to though. But they gave us advice for what they will want at the one in Arkansas in October. So
Wow. And again, she is 12 years old and accomplishing all of this. I mean, there are so many adults who would love to have their products in
yeah.
Walmart. You're just so blessed. That's amazing. So, when will you find out if they have accepted you and they're going to put you in their stores?
We'd find out that day
Oh,
at the Bentonville one.
okay.
Because they'd give us a golden ticket, which means that we got in, so.
Oh, wow. Almost like what show is it that gives the golden tickets out? I'm trying to think.
America's Got Talent, like the golden buzzer thing?
That and
Yeah.
I think American Idol does it too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, both of those. I know it was a singing one, I was
yeah,
thinking.
yeah. Good for you, Audrey. That's amazing. I know you landed something really huge recently, and it was on our local ABC news station. So we're going to show our viewers that clip, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more about it.
The airport this morning behind us, one of the busiest in the country, and inside some of those terminals, a North Texas 6th grader is turning heads and turning her dream into a booming business.
Yeah, so Janelle Ford shows us how a simple bag of this popcorn we're trying to bust into right now is taking one 12-year-old entrepreneur to new heights.
Inside one of the busiest airports in America, among the souvenirs, neck pillows, and snacks,
Hi, would you like to try the world's best gourmet popcorn?
you'll find a small bag of gourmet popcorn with a big backstory.
I started when I was 5 years old, and I just wanted a business. It's not like I had a business plan or anything, just the desire to make people happy.
That's how 12-year-old Audrey Harrison's dream started 7 years ago.
That's the kettle corn right there. We started making it in our kitchen a little bit.
With their dad, Jeff, weekends in Grapevine turned into pop-ups on the front porch. Then door-to-door sales,
Save me some, don't eat it all.
farmers markets, and more. Father and daughter selling smiles one bag at a time.
We would sell every Saturday, rain, snow, cold, it didn't matter.
Over the years, that dedication turned those smiles into opportunity.
Once we partnered with a factory, I mean, that made all the difference in the world. I mean, from that point, we could start working on the branding, we could start working on having a strategy.
Would you like to try the world's best popcorn? It's my business.
Then came DFW Airport.
So I was walking through Grapevine, Maine on a Saturday morning, and Audrey and her dad were out there with a simple card table, sampling and selling. I stopped by, tried some, and it was fantastic.
Concessions manager Sabrina Cater invited them to a concessions outreach meeting, where she introduced them to Bridget Villegas, Hudson's Vice President of Business Development.
She did her elevator pitch, and I was highly impressed. And I went back to the company and I said, we need to get this girl in our stores.
Months later, Audrey's popcorn made it past security and into Hudson's stores.
And it's right here on the wall, right next to Frito-Lay and Coca-Cola.
We're always looking for locally made unique products for our customers to enjoy, share with their loved ones when they return to their home. So this is just total home run, in my opinion.
Same for us. We're super excited to have Audrey.
At DFW Airport, thousands of people take off every day.
It's hard to even process in my brain that of all this is happening. It's amazing.
And now, for this young entrepreneur, her business is taking off too.
We're at Love Field and Houston too, and we're looking at all over Texas.
In Grapevine, by way of DFW Airport.
Audrey, I know we talked about the fact that you've gotten in the Hudson stores that are located in airports, and you're in the 3 major airports in Texas, right? You're at
Yes.
Houston Hobby, you're at DFW, and you're at Love Field, which is mostly Southwest Airlines.
Yeah.
But, um, that's such a huge deal to get into those stores because
Yeah.
they're in other airports, and that means you might eventually get more nationwide, right?
Yes, we are looking to expand with Hudson and Parodies, eventually get into all the stores, all their airports in Texas, and then go through the neighboring states and all of America.
That's amazing. And I know that some big news recently came out, and you are actually not just going to have your popcorn in those stores, but you're going to have your own store, right?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna have my own store at the airport. We just figured this out 2 weeks ago, I think. 2 weeks ago on Thursday. We went to again the concessions outreach again, and that's where we learned that we had gotten the stores. It was actually kind of crazy because everybody was congratulating us, and we were like, congratulating us on what? What are you talking about? And they were like, you got the stores, didn't you hear? Nobody had told us yet. It was kind of crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It's like everybody knew before us, but it's kind of good we didn't because apparently there's a lot of back and forth kind of stuff, and it would have just made us worried and all that. But we're very excited that we have the stores, and we're planning to open them in around early 2027 because it takes just like 6 to 9 months just to plan the design for the store.
Sure.
Yeah, because
So
you got to
what
measure everything.
what airport?
Oh, it's DFW Airport. Yeah.
Wow, that's huge. And do you know where in DFW Airport you'll be located?
It's Terminal E34.
Wow, that's amazing. That's the nice terminal too, huh? That's exciting. Yeah, congrats. So, I also learned recently that next month you're going to be speaking with someone pretty famous here in the state of Texas.
Mhm.
You want to tell us about that?
Yes, on July 2nd, I'm meeting with the governor in Austin in the Capitol building. I already met with the Secretary of State in March, but now I'm meeting with the governor, which is awesome.
Amazing. What do you think you guys will talk about?
Well, we'll talk about my business, obviously, but another big thing is why we even got to meet with the Secretary of State, um, and Matt Krause as well, that we got to meet with, who is the Tarrant County Commissioner, is because they all three passed a law in 2019 called the Lemonade Stand Law, which made it possible for me to go out and sell in my neighborhood, just set out a little table, any residential or park you can do. And that's because the lemonade stand law says anyone under 18 can set up and sell, and without a permit or anything.
Wow. So that law really paved the way for you to have this super successful business, didn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
aside from your hard work and great popcorn you make, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do it at all, really, at
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, that's amazing. Good for you. So, I mean, you're 12. I have to keep repeating it because you're so impressive and you've accomplished so much to this point, but I know you couldn't have done it without a lot of support. Who's your biggest cheerleader?
Well, my parents definitely help a lot. My dad goes out and sells with me every Saturday and Sunday, and then my mom works during the week and stuff like that. So, she buys me stuff, so that's nice, and, you know, plan stuff for me like, a mom would do, which is nice. It helps me balance things, and then my dad helps me run the business with taking me out and sell while my mom works.
That's just amazing. It really is. And supportive parents are so important. You're a very lucky young lady, aren't you?
Yes, I really am.
Yeah. Well, Audrey, I have to tell you, you are such an impressive young lady. It's so
Thank you.
exciting to have you on the show. I am so excited about your success and to watch your continued success. It's going to be so much fun. Thank you
Thank you.
so much for taking your time to be on the show today.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Awesome. And we are going to show a slide to our viewers. It's going to give you the opportunity to see Audrey's website where you can go and learn more about her products. She also, if you're outside of the state of Texas and watching this, she does have her products available on Amazon, and you can have them shipped right to your home It's amazing popcorn, great flavors, and I bet we're gonna be hearing a lot more about you. And I'd love to have you back next year and see what's happened to you in a 12-month period because I think it's gonna be a lot.
There will definitely be a lot happening. Just right now, we're talking with HEB, Walmart, Kroger, and 7-Eleven as well. So
Wow.
we have no idea what's going to happen in the year.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, then it's a date. You're
Yeah.
coming back next year,
Yeah.
okay? Awesome. Well, Audrey, thanks again for being on the show. That's it for Success Factors today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.